There you go.
It worked, finally.
There you go.
I was
That's
like, oh no.
That's so awesome. I was about to put this song for technical difficulties. I was about to put it though. I was like this close to, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put it in the meantime.
Yeah. Oh,
but anyway.
wow. I'm sure that would have been enjoyable.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't love this song? No, wait, it's not the right one. I'm gonna look for that one later. But anyway,
you should have like an intro song.
Yeah?
Chat with Dan.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. I'm thinking of it. Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff that I've been writing lately to kind of upgrading it. I mean, since I started until this point, it has been upgraded a lot into like the whole presentation on on the pages and everything, right? I mean, back when I started, it was I just can't watch my previous interviews because it's so cringe. But anyway, I can't watch it though.
I get it. Yeah, you're getting better and better.
Yeah. Or at least I think I am, so that's good. Anyway, so welcome again to the show. It is so awesome and nice to have you back here. So before we start, I have to give you an epic, badass, super welcome because you totally deserve it. So, hey.
Stop.
And also, before we start, if I had to describe how awesome you are in only one word, I will only say this.
Oh my God. Thank you. You have made my day.
There you go. Yes. Great. So tell me, what's new since our last interview?
Yeah, so that was like almost 3 months ago, which is crazy. This year I feel like it's just been flying by. But
yeah, totally.
Yeah, as far as like my career is concerned, I worked another day on The Cleaning Lady, which is a TV show that's shooting out here in New Mexico, and so that's really cool. It's going to be a Fox. It is a Fox Warner Brothers show. So that was really cool, and I've just been working on my company nonstop every day.
Cool.
And what else? Yeah, I have partnerships with advertising agencies, and I've been able to get voiceover work through them. And I'm the voice of True Health New Mexico, which is a health insurance company, and they have just really cool advertisements. And so
that's cool.
I'm doing a lot of voiceover for that and a lot of teaching. So my company is, Southwest Voices, which and and my partner is Steve Corona. Hello, Steve. And yeah, so we teach a lot, and the cool thing about teaching is that it's like whatever you want to really know or master, teach it. So just throwing that in to you. It's like I approach my voiceover auditions and I'm like, oh God, yeah, okay, cool. You just have more confidence, and you have more like flexibility, and you know what you're doing. If you're constantly teaching it, so that's cool. I've just rambled.
But that's fine.
Okay.
That's awesome. Which, by the way, the logo you have for Southwest Voices is really cool. Love it.
Thank you very much.
It's super cool. Now, so in our last interview, we talked about your awesome acting career, but now let's talk about Michelle and Associates talent. I mean, tell me what made you wanted to join into that team.
Yeah, so that is my theatrical representation, and Carissa is awesome. She is the owner of Michelle Talent and Associates, and her office is primarily here, but she does have an office in, I don't say primarily, she has an office in LA as well.
Right.
And she has, some great agents that work there too. Christy is wonderful, but the reason why I wanted to switch over and work with her was my first agent that I had out here after I moved here from LA. I don't want to like throw anyone under the bus, but when I booked Yellowstone last year, my manager helped me do that. And when I told my agent out here about it, she was just really catty and really mean about it. So, and I had a few more interactions like that. And at the time, I was hanging out with Carissa, and she just opened up a voiceover branch. You know, so she's the only SAG franchised voiceover agency in New Mexico. And so that was appealing, but also her as a person, like she's warm and kind and friendly. And like when you get a job, she'll be like, "Yay, congratulations, you booked." She'll give you a call or like, you know, a text message. And you know, with my previous experience with that other agent, it was very much transactional. And for some people that works, you know, it's like you don't need to be friends with your representatives. But I thought that at the time that was really important to me, so that I you know, had good vibes, if you will, with my team. Like I feel good about the people that are representing me, and technically they work for you, you know. So it's nice to have a good relationship with your reps, and that's why. And she's wonderful. Chris is great, and I'm thrilled that I hopped over and that I'm working with her.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That's super cool. Now, before we continue, thank you, Steve, for my 100 episodes. Yeah, thank you so much. That's really cool. Yeah, it's been a very interesting ride. I mean, only 4 months now working with this, and already 4 episodes. Yeah, 104 episodes now. So it's amazing. Love
It's incredible.
Yeah. Now, what are some of the things? Now, yeah, like what are some of the things that you enjoy the most about being part of that team?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at my notes here. It's nice to be spoken to like you're a human being. Ooh, that's rough. That's mean. But it's true, you know? At least that's what I like about reps that actually respond to your emails or respond to your calls and actually you know, want to work with you and are happy about representing you, because it's really tough when you can't get a hold of your reps, or it's really tough when your reps are mean to you for no reason. So I just really enjoy Carissa's energy and how kind she is, and yeah, it's just, you feel like you have a cheerleader, you have someone on your team.
Preach on that.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Now, you're also co-founder of Southwest Voices. So tell me where the idea to create that came from.
Yeah, actually, Steve Corona, who's my business partner, he and we were teaching at a local school here in Albuquerque, and it was during
I can't hear you. Oh, yeah, I hear you now. I think I hear you now. I can hear you. I can't now. I do. I think I do. Now I can't. I think I do now.
I think my audiobook just started playing.
Oh. Okay, that was the reason why.
Yeah, that was really weird. I'm like not touching the phone at all.
So we might have like a paranormal stuff now. There you go.
Yeah. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be talking about what I was talking about.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, so Steve and we decided to just start working together, because we were working with this other company and we were already working from home, and you know, we weren't getting paid what we thought we deserved, especially as we were working from home, and so we weren't using a brick and mortar anymore. And so we thought, well, let's try this out on our own.
Cool.
And that's it. So Steve teaches audiobooks and dialects and e-learning, and I do commercials and animation and a little bit of video games, but mostly commercial and animation. And so,
that's so cool.
So we're we're a good match.
Yeah, that's a badass combination.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Now, for new voice actors, what can they expect when they join Southwest Voices?
Lots of support.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Steve and I are just extremely generous with our time and with, I think we're just our hearts, like we're just generous people. And so we just really care about, giving actors what they need. And yay, we're a great team. That's Steve is commenting. Yeah, so voiceover can be really tricky. It's a really kind of unknown territory, a type of niche of acting to endeavor into. So it's, acting in general, there's no blueprint. Everyone has a different path, right? There's no here's an instruction manual of how to do it, how to get on the show. It's the same thing for voiceover. No one really tells you how to do it, and there's nowhere, where you can really find, hey, here's my path. So I think that's what you can find with working with us is we're going to be really supportive and help you, get started and get going.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Now, because both of you are super cool, I need to give you an epic quick shout out. So, there you go. Epic. Oh, yeah, epic, I know.
No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah. So, the feedback is awesome, and I love it. But tell me, where can people sign in?
Yeah, well, thank you for seeing the feedback. You just sign up online, that's it. Very, very simple. So what's the website? southwestvoices.com.
There you go. I'm going to put it under the description so everybody can jump right away.
Yeah, southwestvoices.com. Check us out, look under our classes, peruse.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what would you say it's an important aspect for new voice actors to know when they recently started their career?
Yes. So be patient. Be patient with yourself because you're learning a new craft, especially once you get into editing. Because as a voice actor, you have to harness acting. You have to understand the craft and be a good actor. So you have to understand that. And if you're new to acting and you're getting into voiceover, be patient with that aspect because you have to understand the aspects of storytelling and how to be an actor and how to, tap into your emotions and pull that out and have that in your voice and be able to affect people with your storytelling. So be patient with that. Be patient with just the whole enchilada. A lot of actors we have that we see because we cater mostly to beginning actors. They're like, okay, well, how can I make money? What can I do to make money as soon as possible? And it's probably the worst field to get into with questions like that because I don't know. I can't tell you. It's up to you. And it's up to the market. It's up to your preparedness. It's up to luck. It's up to all these different variables. A lot of them you can't control, but what you can control, that's what you have to focus on. And it always comes back to the craft. So train and be patient.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's true actually. Interesting.
Well, also, you will need to have a home studio, but do
Yeah.
your research. You don't have to go buy the top of the line microphone and interface and all of this stuff. You can start off with like the cheaper pieces of gear, and then as you get money, as you book work and so on and so forth, you can work your way up.
Yeah, totally. I think that is one of the problems. I mean, not problems, but maybe one of the things that people don't know, right? That whenever they want to start on something, they will try to get like the most expensive gear and the most. What, do you want to see the dog?
Yeah.
It's just a puppy here, but let me just show it. There you go.
Oh, hello. Who is this?
So this cute guy, his name is Rocco. He's been with us for 5 months already, and he's unstoppable.
Hi, Rocco. He's so cute.
Yeah, like the last 3 previous interviews, he was like, while I was doing all of this, he just been entertained biting my hand. So.
Aw. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but not in an aggressive way, so that's okay. But yeah, just like when the interview is done, I need to watch it because you know how it gets when.
Yeah, we have a dog who kind of looks like yours, but she's a blue heeler, and she's like that with Matt, my boyfriend. And she really won't lick me, but
yeah,
she'll lick him as much as he's licking you.
Yeah. Besides biting, he just likes to lick, and it's been like every now and then, I will wake up like wondering what is going on because he's just licking my feet. So I'm like, okay. Cool.
That's really funny. Yeah, I could see you waking up to like kind of scary dreams or like imagining you're in some sort of like ocean or puddle or something.
Yeah. It's weird. And either it's that, or I wake up and then I turn around and then he's like in front of me, like just watching. I'm like, what the hell?
Don't you go to sleep? Yeah, don't you nap?
Yeah, he's just crazy. He has like a lot of energy though. But yeah, I mean he just wants to bite everything. It's a puppy, right? So
It's a puppy. Yeah.
I mean, the other 2 adults that I have, they just play with him every now and then, but they're totally different, of course, because they're adults, so they just know how to behave. But
Yeah.
This little guy, he's just like he likes to just create chaos. You know, why not? Why not destroying some pair of shoes? Why not? Why not stand behind you? So when you want to walk backwards, you don't know, and then you're gonna fail, or stuff like that.
Oh my god, yeah. I remember when Yoshi was a puppy and she would just eat all of my stuff, my shoes, my clothes. Yeah, it was really frustrating, but you gotta love them, and they really are your best friend. So
yeah, yesterday was his first bath. That was the most fun experience though.
Did you take him somewhere or do it at home?
No, I did it at home. Yeah,
Okay.
normally I like to bathe my dogs, So, but with this one, since he's small, I was like, I can't. This is gonna take like a few minutes. But the thing was, because he was his first bath, he was like super scared, and when I carried him to put him into this kind of bathtub, he was just like with all his 4 legs all spread, like a cat. And I was like, you need to go inside there. And then he was just like grabbing the best as he could. So after struggling like 5 minutes, I was like, I had an idea. So I went to the fridge, grab a sausage, and then I throw it to that bathtub, and then he went straight to that. And I was like, yeah, I got you.
He's like, you tricked me, Dad. Not okay. Not cool.
Yeah, but he loved it. The good thing is that now when like once the water was up and everything, at first he was a little bit scared, but then he just loved it. He was just like waiting for like, give me the shampoo now, and
Great.
yeah, so that was kind of a good thing. The problem is the husky, because the husky, he's huge, when it's bath time, it's like wrestling time. It's like an episode from WrestleMania or something like that because he's just huge and he doesn't like water at all. So I need to pretty much carry him, but he will jump at me, so I will have to, like grab him by the neck, and then he will try to push me away. So yeah, it's just a struggle with him. So.
I'm sensing like more sketches coming your way.
Oh yeah, trust me. And the good thing with
that would be fun.
Yeah, and the good thing now is that what I do now with this guy, I just grab I just throw water at him and be like, come here. So it's a lot easier now.
Yeah.
But the perfect one is the second one. Like the other one that I have, he's like the best for bath because he just sits and he just like remain quiet and calm and be like, okay, just finish already. So
yeah. It's so funny how dogs have their own personalities. My first dog, he hated all aspects of taking a bath, but he loved the blow dryer, so he loved being dried off.
That's so cool.
And then Yoshi, the dog we have now, we have to take her somewhere. I mean, we don't have to take her somewhere for a wash, but she has black nails, and so it's hard to know where to cut them.
Yeah, of course.
So we have to get those cut. But she's really good with taking a bath. She's fine. Because I think she's just really obedient. And so she's like, yeah, I just want to be good. And so she just sits there.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Every dog's different.
Yeah, totally. But to be honest, every now and then with this puppy, whenever he's destroying something or destroying my hand, I would be just wondering, like, why I did adopt you.
Why?
I was so happy with you, but then I saw you, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna adopt you. Why not? And every day I'm like, yeah, why not?
She'll calm down in like a couple years, and it'll be great.
Yeah. There will be one day, probably in the next interview, we'll say like, yeah, I lost a finger.
You should give her one of those treats that it's like that toy with like that you can put stuff in.
Oh yeah. He did have like a toy, but what I ended up discovering is that like this he loves like water bottles. He loves it. So, and plus it's a great toy because then whenever he's on the house, I can know where he is. I can hear like, okay, he's downstairs. Yeah. So yeah, like the other day, one of the things that I did was to give him like this huge one, like the gallon one, like the heavy one. But that was a horrible mistake because he was making too much noise.
You couldn't win.
Yeah, when he was playing with that, when he was playing with that, the whole house was boom, 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 boom. It was just horrible. So I was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna cut it.
Oh man.
Yeah, dogs. Dogs.
Yeah.
I should make an episode one day in which
we
can have like each other pets.
I was gonna say you should interview dogs. That would be really fun.
I wonder how. Yeah, famous dogs.
Yeah. Or you could like get the dog owner to like, I don't know, answer the questions, but like off camera, so you just have the dog. Giving you lots of ideas.
Yeah, no, yeah, you have, yeah.
I don't know if that'll work.
Yeah, at the end of the day, there's only one way to find out, right?
Yeah, it'd be funny.
Yeah. Now, returning. One second. Jesus Christ, now it hurts. Now, so going back with the whole interview now, tell me, if you could describe your career in a movie or in a TV show, what would be the title of it?
Oh yeah, okay. So I just thought of this off the fly, and the movie title "It Could Happen to You."
Okay.
Is what floated into my mind.
It can happen to you.
Seen that, but it said, God, it was in the 90s. Nicolas Cage, I think. Yeah, I was asked to do a voiceover last week. Someone that sounded like Rosie Perez or Rosie Perez-ish. Okay. And so I just looked up videos of her, and I watched some scenes of her in It Could Happen to You. And I just remember loving that movie so much when I was younger. But it's not about acting at all, but it's just about this waitress who's a waitress for forever, and then she splits a lotto ticket with Nicolas Cage and ends up, making like $1 million. And so I was a waitress for like 16 years, and I worked at 16 different restaurants. And granted, I'm not waiting tables right now, and I'm so thankful. Though I'm so appreciative, obviously, of everything that waitressing, gave me. But there was just a long period of my life where I was like, man, am I ever going to move up or move out of this into being a professional actor? So yeah.
Cool. That's epic. Yeah. Yeah, you can make a trilogy out of it,
Yeah, so
the first one, it could be like It Could Happen to You, and then the sequel could be
It Could Happen to You too.
It Did Happen to You. Yeah. And the last one would be like It's Gonna Happen to You, or It Did Happen, or It's Gonna Happen, or something like that. Yeah.
I told you it would happen to you.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah. There we go. You already have trilogy going on there.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Maybe I could do some like little animated segments of that or something.
Yeah, you can tell it to Netflix.
Maybe. Anything's possible, right? It could happen. It could happen to you. It could happen to me. It could happen to us.
There you go. And it has like a very philosophical meaning,
Yeah.
It's deep. Yeah, I think Netflix is the one, because probably Disney's the guy saying, no, we don't do philosophical stuff.
Yeah, unless it's Pixar.
Yeah, unless it's Pixar, which would be cool too.
Yeah, that'd be
okay.
Cool.
All right, let's make that happen one day.
Yes, please. Please,
right.
universe. I would like to work on a Pixar film as soon as possible. Or gosh, maybe I shouldn't say as soon as possible. Just in life. Thank you.
Totally. Now let's talk about CW Stare series. Like, tell me, when are we going to see more of those awesome Insta stories?
Did you like?
I love them. Yeah, they're so funny. They're so cool, because like in unfortunately I couldn't record, but one of them I was watching it, and then the puppy that I have right next to me, he was watching it too, and there was a moment in which both of us were in silence watching like this. Like,
really?
Yeah, but I couldn't record it though. But yeah, I love it. I don't know why, but they're so funny. They're so cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I think it was for a class assignment I had in my acting class last year, and we just basically had to watch all of these shows so we could understand the tone, the pacing, and how each show is totally different. Their acting style is different, the look, the color palette, all of this stuff. So, our homework was to, study all of that. And so one of the networks was CW. And my boyfriend and I were just noticing how, like, the actors had these, like, really long, lingering, moldering stares that were, it was like soap opera, but at night, so it's like nighttime programming. So that's where, like, we got the idea from, and we just thought, because we my boyfriend's an actor as well, so we were like, hey, every time we have a self-tape audition, let's just go ahead and record one. Let's just do one. And I don't know, we've just been, like, really busy, and I think the last one we did, honestly, we were so proud of it, and I think we both were disappointed at, like, the feedback that we got. We thought everyone would be like, yay, you guys are amazing. And it was just kind of more crickety, or at least Matt, he got crickets on his end. Like, it was just quiet, like, not a lot of feedback. And so it's really kind that you say that, but I know that that's kind of the rub when it comes to creating content, right? You're supposed to be doing it for yourself because you enjoy it, and also you're just supposed to keep going. And I'm I'm an Aries, so I'm admittedly really great at starting things, but not at finishing things or, you know, keeping going. So, so you're just saying that hopefully that'll give us some.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, please do, because they're hilarious. I do love them. They're super cool because they remind me like the classic, you know, like the classic telenovela that my grandma used to watch back when I was little and I was at her house. Like she was supposed to be watching over us, but she was watching like all of her telenovelas. And I remember that there were some of them that were just like 10 minutes in which they were just looking at each other with this dramatic music, and you were like, what is going to happen? And then I remember that my grandma was like, so like, oh my god, and you know, like so invested into the whole what is going to happen, and then boom, commercial, wait until next week. So stuff like that. So that reminded me a lot, and I was like, yeah, I remember that. That was really, because they're hilarious. I mean, it's impossible not to really feel like, oh my god, what is going to happen, because it's just too dramatic, you know. I mean, imagine doing that in real life, you know, that I don't know, that like they're going to, like, let's say that you go to a clothing store and then you go to the salesperson and be like, I want another pair of pants, and then you say like, we don't have your size, and you're like, you know, and then you look at me, yeah, and then like 5 minutes and you just do nothing, just watch him like in a dramatic way. Yeah, I mean, if you do that, it's gonna be hilarious, but a lot of people will be like, what is going on with this guy, you know?
I think you just gave us our next episode.
Yeah, you know, like something like that, because it's really cool, because I'm gonna try it out next time when I go to a clothes store. I'm gonna be acting like that. But if I order something my size, and I have to be like, what? And
but
be like,
why?
Yeah, and be like in no dramatic face, and then just looking at him without saying a single word, you know, for like a minute or two. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and then like have some music queued up, like,
yeah,
you know, da-na-na-na.
Yeah, I can have a friend. So when that happens, he just like will appear with a cell phone on with the music on it, and be in silence, like I'm not here. Just continue.
And that would be fun to actually videotape. You know. Yeah. But definitely, you really need to continue doing it, because those are super cool. And whoever don't think are cool, they don't appreciate art. Wow. Wow, this is being called art? This is huge. Oh my god.
Of course it's art.
Huge.
It is art at
this is the best day. Thank you very much.
No problem. But like in general, what has been some of your highlight moments in your career? Like at the moment?
At the moment, yes. So I would probably say working with Kevin Costner and Kelly Riley on Yellowstone, which is forthcoming. That was really cool. You know, I spent 2 days working with them, and it just got to be next to Kevin Costner, and
yeah, that's badass.
And that was cool enough as it was, but getting to work with him and interact, and he was like giving me secrets and like, hey, you should do this, or, you know, watch out for this, and so on and so forth. So just like having that experience is just incredible.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's epic.
Yeah. And then another highlight would be just to, you know, get this part on The Cleaning Lady, which is that TV show I was talking about, and getting to work on the pilot, which is great. You know, it's one of those things, you know, God, I wanna book a pilot, and so you get one, and then you hope that it gets picked up to series, and it gets picked up, and then getting to come back. So that's just really, really exciting.
That's awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, the other day I showed my family, you know, like what I've been doing, like with this whole interview and everything, and then they saw yours, and I was like, by the way, she knows Tom Hanks and Kevin Costner, and my mom was like, what? I was like, yeah, she does. Are you kidding me? I was like, no, really. when are you going to interview them? And I'm like, yeah, that's gonna take a while, Mom, to be honest.
I don't know, maybe in a year or so.
In a year, we'll see. But in the meantime, she's a fan.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, she's a fan. She was like, if she knows them, then she's cool. And I'm like, yeah.
Well, thanks. Give your mom a big hug from me.
We'll do.
Yeah.
Now, in general, like, what motivates you? Like, what gets you back up? Like, to keep pursuing your dreams when you're having a bad day?
Yeah. So, that happens a lot. Being an actor, you're up and down quite a bit. So honestly, what's been helping me lately is listening to podcasts, or listening to your podcast. Yeah, because it's encouraging listening to other actors, who are, have had the same experiences or been in the same boat as you, and it's just kind of like that. You feel that sense of camaraderie and also just inspiration. So last night I had my last animation boot camp class. I teach a 6-week animation class, and last night was the last night. On the last night I have a special guest, and so my special guest was this great voiceover actor. His name is Joe Hernandez, and he's amazing. And so just getting to hear his perspective and how he got started in the business, and he had all of these amazing words of advice. I was like, oh yeah, inside I was like, man, I feel re-inspired. I feel reinvigorated to, approach my work differently, to be a little bit more excited about it, because, after a while, I know that I said that I just worked on these great projects and I'm so thankful, but it's like, okay, well, Yellowstone was well over a year ago, and so you continue to audition, and you get close, and you hear that you've gotten close, or that you've gotten close, or maybe you haven't, but you feel really good about the work that you're putting out, and you don't hear anything, and so it's discouraging, and you're especially after doing it for so long. So getting to just really talk to other actors, whether I'm having a phone call with a friend or hearing podcasts, or like this guy Joe in my class, I think that's really helpful, because you can get in your own bubble, and you can get on social media and you can see all these people booking, or all these people showing off, and rightfully so, like, congratulations, like, it's great to congratulate people, because it is, and it's good to feel that on the other end, like when people are congratulatory to you and see you, and it's great, so it's good to do that for other people, but after a while it's like, oh man, okay, when's my turn? Okay, I'm just gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep working, and so it can get hard. You can get yourself into this bubble, and you can have this like downward spiral. So yeah, listening to podcasts, like I like the Audrey Helps Actors podcast, and I love this program called To Be Magnetic, which I talk about way too much, but they have really good podcasts, and they're just really inspiring. So those are some things that I turn to when I'm super sad or I need to feel motivated. Yeah,
that's so cool. And from all of your different performances, which one has been like the deepest learning curve? I mean, like the one, like the performance that you learned the most lessons from?
I was gonna say, like, I had an interesting experience on The Cleaning Lady. There were a lot of medical terms that I had to say, or that I got to say. There were a lot of medical terms in my lines, and for some reason, I was stumbling over them. I was stumbling over these words, and there's a lot of pressure. There's a whole set of people, and the director, he worked on so many episodes of Homeland, so that's kind of the caliber of where he was coming from. And like, it was like this high pressure situation. I felt like I was in like a pressure cooker, and here I was like I kept fumbling on these lines, and I was just like, wow, what is going on? I've been doing this, you know, I've been practicing, I've been studying. Why is this happening? And it's like the first thing is nothing can prepare you for working on set. First of all, try your best, do your best to prepare as much as possible. Obviously, know your lines, know your character, but like take care of your emotional and mental state too. Because things can just be thrown at you. Like they gave me more lines, all of this stuff, and then I had all this business to do. So I had all these props, and I had to be moving things and shuffling things around, and which is great, right? But there was just all of these different things that were happening, and I had to just steel myself and like just focus in a way that I've never really had to focus before. And so what I learned from that is to really focus on calming my nerves. Like that was extremely important for me to do, and which I wasn't really great at before, you know. I take this stuff called GabaCalm, and it's just like a natural supplement, and it's supposed to just calm you down. So I started taking that after the fact. So I learned to, you know, work through my nerves, and so that was a really big learning curve for me, because your nerves are going to be there no matter what. You know, so you just got to learn to work through that. And sure, I should probably have been like meditating more, doing more yoga, exercising, and just basically taking care of my mental and emotional well-being. And I think that you've got to be on that. And sometimes that can be even harder work, because it's like, I'm working on myself as opposed to working on, you know, your job or whatever it is you have to do that, you know, pays the bills. But if your emotional and mental state is kind of out of whack, it's gonna show up in your work. So that was a big learning curve for me. I really loved the role I had in Dolores, and just because of what I learned and who that character was to me and everything I learned about her. And you know, I delved pretty deep into domestic violence at that time and understanding that, and because that was what that character went through, and that play is largely about. This is a play that I did for the Hollywood Fringe Festival in 2014, I think. But just the stamina to do that, because with Fringe festivals, you basically you bring all of the stuff in, all of your props, and you do the show, and then you have to pack it all up and take it out of the theater. And so there's a lot of stamina that came with that. I'm thinking I'm going on a tangent, but I felt like proud of myself. I was like, oh wow, I can do this. And it was like a 45-minute play just with me and this other girl. So it was a one act. And I don't come from theater. You know, I'm primarily a film and TV actor and voice actor. So getting to do that play was pretty much the most important and the longest theater production that I've been involved in.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, how cool is that? Now, what can we expect to see in the future in your career?
Well, Yellowstone is coming out November 7th. The Cleaning Lady, I'm not sure when that's going to be released. Could be December, it could be next year, I'm not sure. So I guess just keep checking the interwebs about that. And then I have some independent films called Run and Gun and Paul's Promise.
That's so cool. That's so cool. And let's not forget eventually another episode of CW State Series.
Thank you. Yeah. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? I've got a lot more CW Stare episodes in my future. And also in yours.
Yep. Totally. And my last question here is, what can you say to those who are unsure if they should start building their dreams or not?
Or not. No. Yeah, in regards to like on-camera acting and for voiceover, you know, being an actor is, and you didn't say actor, you said just building their dreams. But regarding an actor first, being an actor and actually getting to work, like getting to work on set or getting to, you know, work on stage, work with someone and actually lose yourself in a character and have that experience and actually witness what your work is able to do and how it affects people, you know, and how it helps them, and so on and so forth. That is amazing. And that's why you do it, you know, for you know, those experiences. And because I think deep down actors want to help people.
Totally.
You know, so but getting to set or getting the job is the hard part, you know. So being an actor just takes a lot of work. You have to commit to the craft. You have to really focus on training and understand that this is a business that is based 99% or maybe 98% in rejection. So you have to get used to being told no and let those no's propel you to keep going, you know. I think being an actor is not for the faint of heart for that reason, you know. And how many times are you going to have a door slammed in your face and you're just going to keep up or get up and do it again and do it again and do it again. And so you do it for that hope of that glimmer of getting to have that chance to work. And so you can choose to find those moments in your auditions. When you're auditioning, you get to be in character. You get to exercise your craft. You get to be an actor. So I would say look to your auditions to finding that release. Look to taking classes to find that. You know, your foundation needs to be in your training first and foremost. And yeah, I think even if you're not in class, you can watch TV. There's so much you can learn from watching television, movies, know what's current, you know, study the actors that are working. And I really love that quote by Steve Martin, you know, be so good that they can't ignore you. So it's really about focusing on your work, which is, you know, tough in this day and age because of social media, because of Instagram, because of, you know, you just see like the end result. You don't see the years of hard work and struggling, the toll that it takes on your soul. So I would say for people who want to be an actor, just please know what you're getting into and be okay with signing up to that. Like, it's going to be hard work, but it's going to be worth it, because also, and that's a quote too, that's a saying too, if it wasn't hard, then it wouldn't be good, or I don't know. It's like the things that you've worked the hardest for in your life, you typically feel the most proud of. You know, it's like, look what I've accomplished, look what I did. You know, it's like it's like the crucible type of thing. You know, you have to go through the fire, so to speak, in order to, you know, come out the other side completely changed. You know, so I think that's it too. You have to value the hard work. You have to know that the glory, if you will, is in the work. You know, I think we talked about that last time.
Yeah. Did we?
I think so. I think we did. But I also want to, there are some great quotes that my new friend Joe Hernandez said in class last night. He said, just to know from the start that you're starting a business. Whether you're a voice actor, whether you're an on-camera actor, you're starting a business. So just get on board with that at the beginning. So much about being an actor is about marketing, you know, so know your brand, figure out what your brand is. And if you're just starting out and you're getting questions like that, like, or trying to answer questions like that, like, what's my brand, and taking that really seriously, that's going to go so far. Because that's something I'm still like, I wonder what my brand is. I'm still trying to figure it out. But the quote that I wanted to share is, know your brand so well know your brand so well and make it painfully obvious. So I think that'll help serve you, whether it's voiceover, whether it's, starting a show, on camera, whatever it is. If you know your brand and make it completely obvious to people, it'll be easier for you to be found by the right people, to be hired, so that people see you in the way that, how you want to be seen.
Totally.
Yeah. And I would say just don't give up.
Yeah, that's true. Wow. I'm speechless now.
No.
But that's good. That's good, because you pretty much said all truth here. I mean, I would say drop the mic, but I don't have a mic, so I would just say drop the iPad. So yeah.
Thanks.
And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the fact that you are continuing creating creating more stuff here and there, you're building your career with Southwest Voices, by the way, that they're super awesome. That at some point, I promise that I will buy you guys a lot of coffees for sure.
Really? That would be great.
Yeah. I will definitely do it one day when I have the money. Because right now I'm a little bit broke, but eventually I'll.
Oh, you're saying that because of our buttons on our site. I was like, are you coming to Albuquerque? We'll just buy you coffee.
Yeah, one day I will actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw this awesome tour. Yeah, I do want to go there because I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan. So yeah, and I the other day I saw on YouTube that there's this guy who there's actually the tour that can take you to some of the places, like
exactly.
Yeah, like the restaurant, which is Los Pollos Hermanos, like all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was, you gotta be kidding me. And I mean, and I just got so excited. I was like, definitely Albuquerque's on my list of places to go there for sure.
Well, you have to let us know. That would be,
I will.
It would be amazing to see you in person. Yeah.
Yeah,
You've
I
been
will.
proud
Sorry, I will.
you got
Trust.
coffee.
Yeah, then I will invite. Yeah. Then we can invite each other coffees, and that will be
Yeah.
in the morning. So then the whole day will be all with full caffeine to the day. But yeah, at the end of the day, like again, Michelle, thank you so much. I mean, as I said before, you're killing it. I mean, you have been involved in more stuff here and there. You have like your own. You teach people how to introduce them into the whole voice acting gig, and that is really cool. And the fact that you are, I mean, the reviews speak by themselves. I mean, you just need to watch the reviews there, and you can tell that Michelle is the teacher. You know what I mean? So again, thank you so much. I can't wait to see more of your awesome work in the future, especially the CW Stare series. I'm definitely gonna make sure that more people see it. And
thank you so much.
Thank you so much for those who tune in. Those who are if you're listening this late on the podcast or watching this late on the YouTube, normally what I would say is to put pause, leave a like and subscribe. I mean, just take 1 second and then hydrate. And then follow Michelle on all the social media. Leave 1 million likes, share the content, specifically check the CW Star series, leave 1 million likes, so then more people know. So then more people can see this awesome work and this awesome thing. And
you're the best. Everyone listening, follow Dan and listen to and watch all of his shows. He's an amazing interviewer host. You're an amazing host.
There you go.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll definitely see you in the next one. Keep rocking. And a huge before I send you up, I need to give you a lot of epicness here so you can leave in an epic level. So the first one, because we finished the questions, here we go. Oh wait, the sound wasn't on. Give me 1 second. There we go. So that's the first one because we finished the questions. Then the second one that I have, because your career is so awesome, I need to give you another wow. So and like the last one, you already know it. So keep having an amazing rest of the day, and let me send you off in an epic, badass way. So this is a classic.
This is for you. It's for you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
You're welcome. Again, thank you so much for being here. It is always so awesome to have you back here on the show. Keep having an amazing rest of the day, an amazing rest of the week, an amazing upcoming weekend, and basically an amazing life every day. So
you too, Dan. Enjoy the rest of your day. I know you have more interviews. I'll be thinking about you, and it was good seeing Rocco. And please give him a hug for me.
I will.
All right. Bye.
Have a good one. Bye.